but in an enchilada form. So stay tuned, and this is VERN the MUKBANG channel. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs it up. And we're gonna cook in here today. We got the grill here, so still trying to figure out filming and what equipment I need. So anyways, hopefully the lighting is bad. I take my hat off because my face is so dark. So anyways, hopefully that helps. And alrighty, so when I'm back, we'll be cooking and get this MUKBANG started. Alright, y'all. We've got a little motivation. Already diced up over here, and then I'm also going to show you. So I did get some chorizo. This is the HEB brand, and this is pork. So we're going to do a little trick on how to get maximum flavor into that chicken, and we're going to add some chorizo. So that's one way. And as far as the pork, if I have time to marinate it, I will, but if I don't, this is the carne al pastor. It's pre-seasoned from our HEB, and yeah, so it's pretty reasonable. But yeah, I'll be using this. So let's chop some onions, and so just gonna chop them. You chop them whatever size you like them, but I'm just gonna do a dice. So yeah, and go ahead and stick them on the plate next to me that you may or may not be able to see, but anyways. So yeah, let's do this one. See, and you can go a little heavier since you don't want it to cook all the way down. You want it to cook some, but you don't. You want to know there's onion in there. Now, if y'all don't like onion, so how's everything going tonight with y'all? So, anyways, we're doing the enchiladas. We're doing the chicken enchilada part first. So we're going to cook the chicken with some veggies and some seasoning. So anyways, so hopefully y'all day is going very good. Mine is. Tomorrow's going to be my, Friday, so, and hopefully I'll be able to get these. I got some other videos that I've still got to get up and post it. And anyways, look forward for those, and then I'll get this up and post it as well. So I'm going to start throwing in some onions. We'll save some for the El Pastor. So anyways, we'll save those for the pork El Pastor one. So I'm just going to get some veggies going. Ooh, love the cat sound. Listen to that sound. ASMR, people going crazy. Anyway. So we'll just let that cook for a little bit. Alrighty, so we're also going to do some taco seasoning a little bit later on. This is a brand I like to use. It's the hot one instead of the other one that I used in the chicken on chicken taco. also to impart some more flavor, I got a niece that don't like to put these. She's older, and anyways, it doesn't matter. She don't like these in the ramen soup, so my sister gives them to me, and I add these as flavor. So it works good. And so we're gonna add the chicken next. I'm going to go ahead and turn these down a little bit. So anyways, we got another tune plate that we're going to put the chicken on. And we'll get the other one washed up in between segments. But yeah, so we're going to, I fry the onions just a little bit, because basically you want to cook it all together and you want to marry the flavors. You know, you want the flavors to come through. So I'm not adding no seasoning yet. We will add that towards the end. But yeah, you see the chicken's already cooking. When it goes from this color to the white color, it's cooking. So anyways, we'll get this going. And then I'm going to move the chicken over, because I'm going to start, remember the chorizo that I had, we're going to impart some extra flavor for these enchiladas. And I do my enchiladas different every time, so they're never the same. So now that I'm doing videos, I'll actually have a recipe for each one to come back to. So yeah, we're going to open up this chorizo here, and we're going to put it right next to it. This is just a basic breakfast chorizo. Any products that I'm using, I use a lot of pork, so you can always substitute whether you know, you can't eat pork because it makes you sick, I understand. They make turkey chorizo, which would go good with this, and other kinds of beef chorizo and so on. But I like to use pork, so use what you can use and what you like to use. It doesn't matter. You can interchange the ingredients in and out, you know. That's the wonderful thing about cooking. And so we're going to get this chorizo. So this is going to add lots of flavor. And then we're eventually going to mix it all together. Telling you, if y'all don't have any cast iron, get some. Because it's wonderful. Nice and heavy duty, so my homegirl at work, it's her birthday, so that's why I'm doing this, to take to work and, you know, give her a proper birthday meal. And that's why I'm doing two different, because I got to feed my whole department. So but yeah, and then she wanted, she doesn't have cast iron, and I was like, I know what I'm gonna get her. So yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing together. That way it can incorporate and the flavors can marry together, and it can all finish cooking, and it's starting to look beautiful. It's doing exactly what I want, imparting those flavors from the chorizo onto the chicken. And another big trick of mine is when I cook something, especially if I take to work, it has time to you know, set in the fridge one day. And really setting in the fridge, to me, it helps those flavors really meld together. So yeah, cook something, put it in the fridge, eat it tomorrow, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyways, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cook this chicken up, and chorizo, and bell pepper and onions. So hopefully I'm doing good on the video. I know I need a tripod. I'm using a box and a heavy rock in a box with the lid closed. But it's working good. Anyways, so I'm under more lighting here. This is just LED, it's fluorescent lighting, but I bought LED bulbs that they make for the fluorescent lighting, so hopefully it's working better. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this back up. So when the chicken gets a little more done, oh, actually right now this is the perfect time to add this. We're gonna go ahead and add the extra something special. So this, add that in there. And all it is like a chicken bouillon. Only I don't have to pay for it because my sister saved them for me. Woohoo! But I do buy Maggie's and use all the time. I love Maggie's. I love the, there's a Spanish brand, I don't know what it is, but they're granules. They're not in cubes, so you don't have to sit there and touch and break up the cube. So I actually like those the best, and they have them in saffron, they got them in chicken, beef, chicken and tomato, beef and tomato, pork, they got a jamon flavor. So yeah, I really like those. My favorite. So yeah, it's looking good. Looking real good. And the chicken is actually getting more done cooking. So yeah, I'm gonna add a splash of extra flavor, and this is VERN's secret, so I'm not gonna show you what it is. So yeah, we're gonna add that secret ingredient. Can't give away all my secrets. A girl has got to keep some secrets for himself. Nah, just kidding now. But anyways. Yeah. Ooh, smelling good up in here. Come on, YouTube. We need smell-o-vision. Anyways. So, anyways, don't forget to subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed already, and don't forget to thumbs up and like, and share my videos with your friends, and co-workers, and whoever else. And don't forget to comment either, because I've gotten one comment, I think, so. And anyways, that could be a good thing or a bad thing, but like a little bit of feedback. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cook this up. I'm gonna go ahead and add the taco seasoning, which is that. I'm gonna go from this side, maybe I can see all my enchiladas, the tortillas ripped or they fell apart. Well, this is a must step. So, you must do this step. It imparts flavors, it'll help keep your tortillas stronger, and it's called soft frying. So, anyways, let's see if this oil's ready. So yeah, so you don't want the oil too hot, but you want it to look like that. And then you can use your trusty utensil to flip it. And like I said, this is a soft fry, so we're not frying it hard. We're just getting, you know, protective thin coating with frying it. That way your enchiladas come out really, really nice. And like I said, that imparts really, really nice flavor. So yeah, so we're gonna soft fry some tortillas. You want to make sure all the oil is out of them. Sometimes you just have to, it's better to use tongs with these, but since if you don't have them, you can do this right here, so we don't burn your fingers. So yeah, it's soft, and as you stack them up, they'll get softer. Like I said, you don't want to fry them too hard. You just want to, some of these, once the oil's hot like this, you can just do them quick. So, a few seconds on one side, and we're going to turn it over, do a few seconds on the other side. That's pretty much it. So yeah. And the next one. So I worked on my sauce. The green enchilada sauce. Take tomatillos, onions, bell peppers, jalapenos. You can do habaneros, cilantro, and you just blend it all up, cook it down, and you'll get a beautiful sauce like that. So that's the sauce we're going to use on them. And see, it's still soft. So yeah, just going to keep on frying. You get some of that oil out. Make sure you have paper towels under them, and then what I do is I stack them all up in one layer like this. I'll stack them up in one layer, and then I'll flip them, and then I'll work from that side. So I'm going to keep on frying some tortillas. And like I said, this is pretty hot. Still getting used to using this new stove. Matter of fact, I'll turn it down a smidge. But yeah. And you don't want a whole bunch of oil. We're not deep frying them, we're just soft frying them. So as your oil depletes, then you can add more if you need to. But usually I can get through the number of shells I got. Then I also are using this brand of tortillas. They're actually really nice and soft. Of course, corn is gluten-free. And some people like that don't like corn that much and use the flour tortillas. I make one called white boy enchiladas, and I still fry the flour tortillas. So keep that in mind. So yeah, on the inside. And then we got tortillas, and remember I said once you get done frying, which I fried all 30, is to flip them over, because these are cooler than the ones on top. So basically you can do this several different ways. One thing I'm gonna do, because we put the chorizo and have a lot of grease, and this has been cooling and sitting, and it's kind of pooling. So what I'm gonna do is drip that flavor have picked up at Flavortown. And we're going to put some of that down. So, yeah. We're just going to spread it around. And then I also going to do a little bit of the sauce. That way it helps it. It won't stick to the very bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and set that right there because we're going to need that again. So yeah, let's just, you know, kind of make it even in the pan. So. And a lot of times I'll have a plate on the side, which I'm going to move this over to roll with because they do get messy. So anyways, matter of fact, probably, let's see if we can switch this around a little bit. All this cheese is going to go inside anyways. Actually, this is what I'll do. Cutting board from earlier. The very well used cutting board from earlier. So yeah, we'll do it this way. Yeah, you're trying to get everything in the shot, but I want to get the closest to where you can see that we're doing. So hopefully that'll work. Alright. So that way y'all can see really good. We'll do that. So we're going to get some filling. So I'm going to do, you could dip your shells, but I like to put a lot of sauce on mine, so there's no use needing to dip them. So you just put some of your as much as you want. A lot of times when I have leftover meat, I'll stick it right on top. So yeah. And what I try to do is move everything to one side. Then we will roll. Then we will place in the pan. So you can place them either direction. You always want seam side down. So anyways, yeah, that's basically, let's just do another one. Well, stick some cheese. And yeah, my hands are clean. So yeah, we'll put some meat down. Alright, so we're back. So I'm going to show you the sauce real quick. So you see how they'll split a little bit? No big deal. So we just want to pour the sauce on each one evenly. And get them covered. You want enough sauce, but then you don't want to overdo it. So yeah. So yeah, we'll get the sauce on there, we'll get cheese, anyways, this is what they're gonna look like once you get the cheese and everything on them. And I'm actually taking these to work, so I'm not gonna heat them up until tomorrow. But 350 in the oven for about 15-20 minutes until everything's nice and bubbly. You can even go for a half an hour, just till you don't want the cheese to be burnt. You just want it to be melted and everything to be bubbly. Alright, y'all have a good one. That you can get. These are $3.99. They're titanium from your local Korean store. If you're in the Austin Round Rock Metroplex, there's one off of Palmer before you get to Metric, where the old Randall's used to be. There's a Goodwill, so it's there. It's called Hannah World. So anyways, so basically all you want to do is get all these seeds out, because these peppers vary in heat. They're usually not that hot, but I like to remove you're going to get one seed or two. You're not going to be able to get every single one. But basically, get most of the seeds out and then put it in the water. So we got the water coming up. And so basically what we're going to do is rehydrate those things. And but anyways, got a little drink here. Cheers, y'all. Get my motivation on. So alright, so we're going to use like 2 or 3 of these. And some people would only use like one kind of pepper, like when they're making like a rojo sauce like this is. But I like the flavor from the guajillo. And then we're also going to be doing just one of the ancho, because they got a real strong, like, they almost taste like a raisiny flavor to me. And then chile pastilla. I like that combination. Those 3 peppers. And it kind of makes my sauce unique. You can customize your sauce however you want. But this is how I like my enchilada sauce when I'm doing pork or beef. You could probably even do it on chicken, who knows. Alright, so let's turn this down because it's already boiling. And then we get cranking on these peppers. Yeah, and you can find these peppers everywhere. They got them at Walmart, they got them at H-E-B. Some places you do, they have them at like local little Spanish stores. My best advice is get them at Walmart, or if you get a really big bag for a good deal, get them at your local like Spanish store. Like here we got one, it's called El Michoacan, and it's a big all over the Metroplex meat market store. But yeah, just get them. I can even get the guajillos. It's a different brand, but I get them at the Dollar Tree as well. You see them there all the time for $1. So anyways, we're gonna do one ancho, and it's kind of the same thing. These are a little weirder. So what I kind of do is try to slowly pull it out, kind of like that, and get that center. Of course, you want to leave the pepper. You don't want to. And basically, what I'm doing is I'm just taking the kitchen sear once I get an opening, and then just kind of clip it down. So I'm gonna go back over here so that way I don't get seeds up in here. But yeah, just kind of clip it down one side, and you'll be able to open up and take the seeds out without busting the pepper up too bad. And there's like the little membrane of the pepper in here you can pull out too. And these, like I said, they're not really that hot. They vary in hot, and I'm going to show you some tricks on how to balance the heat on these peppers. But they're very, very good. Okay, so we've got that one done. We're just using one of those. And then we're going to do... Yeah, and these pastillas, they look weird. The ancho are like really reddish color. These are really dark. And they're... See how long that pepper is? They're kind of cool. So yeah, I'm enjoying making these videos. And there's a lot of people enjoying watching them, so I'm glad. I'm going to keep doing them. I got 2 more videos that are going to be coming up soon. I know people do like food hauls. I'm going to do a video like, you know, sales, clearance sales or stuff you get on sale type thing. Like really good deals. And then I'm also going to do the Gino's Meaty Legend review. And I also was trying to find another deep dish pizza, which Gino's East is the only deep dish pizza I can find in this area. I went to every store, Target, everywhere. They didn't. The only other deep dish thing they had, which is probably not really deep dish, and I didn't get, was the Red Barons, like mini deep dish ones. Nah. There used to be another deep dish. I tried it, but it came and went. So, and I thought it was actually pretty good. But, anyways, I did get some other pizzas to go with it. So, kind of make like a pizza montage, or you know, different pizzas. So that will be coming up, and yeah, more videos. So, I'm trying to get better at editing. I still haven't figured out how to put... I will eventually get my own software to update stuff with. I just gotta get one probably this coming week when I get paid. Because I want to be able to... like actually put one clip, put music to that one clip. So, and I don't see where you can do that with the YouTube editor, but anywho, enough about that. This one, you got a few peppers sticking in there. I ain't gonna worry about them. They're gonna puree up. They're not gonna hurt nothing, so... So we got 3 guajillo, an ancho, and 2 pastilla. So yeah, I think we're just gonna leave it right there. I like the dried peppers. Red peppers are good. I get some dried peppers from Vietnam. I think they're just dry Thai chilies. They're actually really good, especially for a dish that you want, you know, you want to kick up a little bit, but not over kick it with like a ghost pepper or something like that, or even a habanero some people are afraid of. So, but yeah. So, now we're going to getting all those seeds in a bag. And I save these seeds because I do urban gardening, which I'll feature that. I'll probably make me another video for that one, or another channel. But I grow a lot of plants, a lot of fruit trees, and it just keeps me busy in the summer. I enjoy it. I love it. So basically, let me get my spoon, a little spoon, and then you just want to press them down. And you see how this is turning a different color. That's fine. because you're only going to use some of this water, and you don't want to fill the pot all the way up. Just like this would be fine, enough to rehydrate. And so we're going to take an onion, and off to the, you should be able to see me right here with the onion and the cutting board. So I'm going to cut it in half, or I'll cut it in quarters, but really right now I want to try to get this peel, because a lot of people throw peel and all in there, and I'm trying to keep this. I don't want to have to do no straining, so keep it as clean as possible. And you normally don't have to chop it up. If you're putting in a giant blender, you don't have to chop it up. It will be easier on your blender, and your blender would last longer. But I got a little bitty blender, like for it's the Favaware or whatever brand, and it's got like smoothie attachment, blender attachment. It's small, but man, does it blend, and your sauces are like smooth and creamy versus the old $14.95 blender that you buy, that it's lumpy mumpy sauce. So yeah, I highly recommend, and you can get them for like 20 bucks. These little I'll show you. It's like a multi-cup attachment type thing like this, and you can do drinks with this. You should be able to see it off to the side. And then here's your attachment, and you would just put this on. Once you put something inside, you don't want to fill it too high. And then I got it over there plugged in. You can just, or you can click it and it'll go on all the way. So yeah. So yeah, let's get this onion in here. So we got the onion. Now y'all, I'm telling you. See this? Big bag. Big bag. And I'll actually count them out to get this open. So I got this at Walmart, and you gotta pick through it and get the ones that are, you know, really nice, that aren't too soft, you know, that look red. But yeah, these are good for, you know, just quick use, sauces, salads, you know, salsa. But yeah, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I got 11 for $1.82. $1.82, y'all. Man. And that's just right here, just to make sure that sucker gets well incorporated. And see, that's why I like the granules, because you don't get all this on your hands. But anyways, so yeah, we got that, and then also I got some beautiful cilantro, nicely washed and ready to go. So, and people take the leaves off individually. I do not understand that, because you can eat the whole plant, especially since you're pureeing this. Obviously I want to eat the big woody stems at the end, because I've already told you in one video what I do is I'll take these big woody stems and put it in my freezer Ziploc bag that I got my other veggie goodies frozen in the freezer. I'll add that to it. That way when I make, you know, chicken stock, beef stock, pork stock, any kind of stock you want for a recipe, you know, nothing better than fresh homemade stock, and these veggies will help impart flavor. So get you a freezer veggie bag going, and you'll see how much tastier your stock will be. So we're gonna put some cilantro, and then I'm gonna fish some of these engines out. And so we're gonna puree this in batches, and we're gonna use some of this liquid. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna see how soft these peppers are. Get in there. So I always said don't fill it too full, but since these are still whole and they're gonna liquefy, we got some room. So yeah, just like that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and be careful because this is still hot. But yeah. So yeah, see the juice? We're gonna pour some juice. So yeah, I'm gonna go take this and blend it. And oh yeah, wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. So also want to add some of this comino or cumin. And if you don't like cumin, you don't have to add it. Most people that do, that like Spanish food, if you don't like it that much, use the Taco Bell like taco seasoning, because I'm always having to add extra because I don't think they put much comino, if any at all, in their seasoning blend. So yeah, now I'm making a mess. But yeah, put some of that in there, and then I love this right here. I know we did the cube, and I'm gonna wait to, on the next batch I'll add some of this, because for some reason it takes a lot of seasonings. Well, it takes some salt and it takes some Maggi to give this sauce some good flavor, to get that right saltiness to it. And it's not going to be over salty. And then I'll show you something else we're going to add to the next batch. So let me go over to my blender. Alright, I'm going to move this over. Alright, so I added a little bit more cumin. That way I don't have to keep adding on every batch. But yeah. Look how nice and smooth that sauce came out. So if you don't use the tomatoes, see how it looks real nice? That color, it'll be darker color if you use less tomatoes. Because I know some people are allergic to tomatoes. I have a friend that is, so if you're allergic to tomatoes, don't use them. Just use the peppers, the onions. So, and you can add more peppers according to how big of a batch of sauce you're making. So, this recipe is really versatile, which I think all recipes are versatile. But yeah, we should be able to fit the rest of the chile guajillo. So when you go out and look, I'm gonna probably say these a couple times. So you're gonna need chile guajillo, chile pastilla. In the guajillo, you'll see cascaval, and then you'll see like New Mexico chili. It's usually all the same chili. A lot of places they label it differently, but it all ends up being guajillo because I've done that before. Even though you research it and it says cascaval something different, I've actually flipped it over in the back and it says guajillo on it, so I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, definitely be aware. And I like lots of cilantro, so you use how much you like. And so yeah, see how easy these peel? And so where we took the front thing off where the plant grows from, and I'm just going to shove that down in there. And these peel nice. And like I said, it doesn't take long for the skins to blister. You don't leave them in there too long because this will be turning too much. You see how soft they are? They just kind of mush down when you push them in. So this has got some juice in there already. And so I'm going to puree it and pour some out, and then I'll show you the other two things I'm going to add. Let's move that to the side. Let me go get my Alright, I went and washed my hands real quick and get my cleanup towel, clean some of this mess up. One thing you will see in my video, I will always wash my hands because you don't want to get people sick or yourself by touching a whole bunch of stuff. And then I'll try to clean the scene, that way it doesn't look like a murder food scene. So yeah. Alright, so got this lid on. We're going to go puree this. Hopefully I didn't fill it too full. VERN. Like, I think I've been using this thing long enough to figure out exactly how to do it. And you see it's gotten darker because we got more of the chili peppers in that one, so we're gonna leave some in here. And so yeah, so I get this at the Korean store as well. This is very good Australian sea salt. It's almost like a Florida sale. I'll show you up close. You see how light and flaky that is? It just melts into your food. It's delicious. So we're gonna put that in here. We don't want to put too much, so we're just gonna put about a teaspoon. Always put less. You know, you can always add, you just can't take out. So yeah, we gotta shake that up. Let's get this trusty spoon. But yeah, see, it's gonna get darker and lovely and look like it's supposed to look. And the other thing I'm going to add, if you can guess what that is. Yes, if you guess brown sugar, you got it. Quick time. Anyways, this is going to help any kind of sugar. If you don't have brown sugar, use white sugar. If you can use molasses, you can use honey. And you're trying, basically, if you got something that's spicy, something sweet will help round out the heat. So you can go ahead and put some of that in there. And plus it's going to actually give it more flavor. So we're going to go back to the blender. Yeah, look at that. And be careful, because it is still hot. And you don't want your thing to overheat. So yeah. So anyways, we're going to mix this. And I'm going to bring it down a little further. That way you can actually see better on what this is going to look like. So yeah, you're going to mix it up till it incorporates. If you got a big blender, you ain't got to do all this. You can do it all in one batch. But yeah. And you see how, oh, let's do it this way. You know, it's nice and smooth. And so what I'm going to do is, the one thing I've said. Okay, I don't know what happened, but we back. This camera cut off. I had to upload the software. But yeah, I just added another Maggi and some more cumin, and I think it will be good. Well, I know it's good. So anyways, all you gotta do is go back and remember how I did the chicken enchiladas. Repeat that rolling process, you know, how to put the meat in it, how to do the sauce. I'm not going to show you all that again because it's just redundant. But I do hope you enjoyed this video and learning how to make the sauce that I kind of did my recipe. Then also another thing, if you like the shredded cheese, you can use There's the Oaxacan style that looks like string cheese. That's very good cheese to use in this type of enchilada. You could even use mozzarella cheese, like fresh mozzarella. Walmart has a block that's $3.97. It tastes almost like the Oaxaca. No one would ever probably know the difference. A little slightly different flavor, but you can get away with that. If you go to your local Spanish Mexican store, they will have, it's called Chihuahua cheese, and it's like a quesadilla cheese. It melts and it has really, really good flavor, and it's kind of pricey. It's like $4.96 a pound, but yeah, I like using that one. Also, another option I like using too is if you want a different type of cheese, like a cheese sauce to go on them. So yeah, I use Rico's. This is, they started and they make this in San Antonio, Texas. I grew up eating this because I'm from San Antonio, and you can buy them in the cans, you can buy them in a big can. They got several different flavors. I like either the aged or the gourmet nacho. They're like $1.98 a can. I think this one's a little more because it's like gourmet. I think it was like $2.12 at Walmart. So yeah, that's another option of cheese to use. And don't forget to fry your tortilla shells. Soft fry them. You know, I think one out of the whole bunch split where you could see. The rest stayed nice. My coworkers love those enchiladas, especially the one that I brought because it was her birthday. She definitely loved them. But anyways, this is VERN, another cooking mukbang, and I hope this is a long video, so I hope you enjoy it. And if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to, and don't forget to thumbs it up and like the comments or like the video, and yeah, and I think I've only had one commenter, and that's my homegirl Yummy Bites. But yeah, feel free to comment. And also, Yummy, thank you for telling me about the tags. I went ahead and went and changed them, and my views kind of doubled. So thank you on the heads up. I might need some more heads up on some editing issues, but anyways. So yeah, y'all. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed these videos. And peace out, baby. You've been VERN Bang. Alright, man. Later.